Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army. With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power. HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting. I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense. With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
It's something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets. It's Erusian! Shoot it down!
Trigger, that one's Osean. Do not attack before target identification is complete. Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
You guys have opened the trial to war, leading our country even further into ruin.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Did you hear me? That was friendly fire!
You cannot fire on a target until it's ID'd. Don't let it happen again. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know what one.
That unknown must be an enemy. We're the only Osean forces in the area.
Not good. Even Trigger's firing on allies in these conditions. Aborting mission.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law, gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Caution. Caution.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
We're the only ones here on the
Understood.
side.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. ID'd as Osean forces.
Caution.
This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
They
are responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
So you were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home. You guys are hoping to control the war, leading our country even further into ruin.
Caution.
ID'd as a Russian military.
Caution. Caution.
The General's vehicle is under attack.
Vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. There's Lamar!
Slow way.
That was a close one.
We have to remain vigilant.
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that. This guy's stubborn.
There's an unknown on our route. We can't proceed.
Bandit has a lock.
Nickel. Nickel.
Locked on.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Stall warning. Nickel.
Warning! Missile in the air!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Wait,
Pull up.
General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Lavarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Locked on.
If we do not realize our ideals, what point is there in living? It's best that you leave this country.
Vehicle ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll.
Missile.
Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
It's ID'd as erosion.
Missile.
Missile, don't let it touch you!
Missile. Missile.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Missile.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight. Bandit on your 6.
Here comes a traitor, Lapard.
Missile.
This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they?
Missile.
They've been set up in all the right places.
Stall warning.
Your
Stall
plane will
warning.
ice up if you stay in there too long.
My engine's been hit. Where did they come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendlies. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
The fighting with drones is what got us into this mess.
Strider 1, missile away.
Strider 2, missile incoming!
Caution. Pull up.
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
Strider 1 crashed.
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Locked on, Bandit. Your delusions of fighting with drones is what got us
Caution
into
alert.
this mess.
Caution alert.
As far as
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Lancaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock.
Stall warning.
Strider 1 is down.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock.
Caution.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Caution.
Our info has been updated.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
You guys have opened the trial to war, leading our country further into ruin.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Fire!
Understood.
We're on your side, you
Caution.
idiot!
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Target acquired.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Right! We're taking fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too?
Ammunition zero.
It's Erusian! Shoot it down!
Ammunition zero. Ammunition
Trigger,
zero.
that one's Osean.
Ammunition zero.
Do not attack before target identification is complete. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Stall warning. Caution.
General,
Pull up.
if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us.
Caution. Pull up.
The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
So you were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
Caution. Pull up.
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Ammunition zero. Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile inbound! Evade! There's an unknown on our route. We can't proceed.
Missile.
Attempting to break enemy lock.
Nice kill.
Missile. Missile.
This is a message to all of you fighting out
Caution.
there.
Pull up.
Ask
Missile.
yourselves, what is best for our country?
Missile. 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 Missile.
Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaFarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We've archived all the footage that we've shot for when the communication networks come back online.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war. Who's the friendly?
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Evading enemy missile. It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, the General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight. Target hit.
Here comes a traitor, Labarde. Which faction is the head? This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Labarde's in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to haste. It's the radicals.
Missile.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
What's wrong with the road?
Stall
Whether
warning.
you're Adrian or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Hold up. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
Cut ice on my wings.
Missile. Missile.
Target destroyed.
Turn right. No, wait, that goes into the ocean. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Kruger Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. To those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
Hostile has a lock.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
New objective, destroy 3 strikes.
Missile. Missile.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Missile. Missile.
I'm hit. Get this guy off my back.
Caution.
Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Stall warning.
Traeger,
Missile.
enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Get them before they get us.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I can't shake it.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack.
Missile.
ID'd as Ocean Military.
Missile.
Ocean Forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
The general is speaking with the commander.
Caution. Missile.
Fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders.
Missile.
We're taking fire. We can't hold off.
Missile. Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Ally shot down.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Missile, evade. Adios, buddy.
Strider 1, enemy ship sunk.
Missile.
That plane just passed under the bridge. We're under attack. Hurry up and do something.
It's ID'd as Erusian.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. It's too early for peace talks. Please, watch over the future we build from the high heavens.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Where's this going?
Pull up.
Okay, lock and quiet. Fire it.
Missile.
I can't shake it. Friendly aircraft lost.
Targeting gun range.
Missile closing. Breaking.
Caution. Caution.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. 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 Missile.
You want us to wait and see if they're friendly?
Target is in machine gun range. Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed.
Pull up.
Abort mission.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erosions. Here on out, all aircraft...
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
In
Caution.
gun range.
Caution. Missile. Missile.
We have no choice. Fire!
Aircraft with scratches on your tails will be punished for your sins.
Missile.
Somebody take out those allied
Missile.
planes behind us.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
3 strikes.
Missile.
People units are crying a plague.
Caution.
Fire on that vehicle! The plane's starting to ice up.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Breaking out of luck. Prepare to fire on a moment's notice.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack. The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can we switch the UAVs to slave mode?
Missile away.
Pull up.
It's the goddamn Civil War. This is how a country falls into ruin after losing. We're taking fire. We can't hold off.
We're the only ones here on our side.
ID'd as Ocean Military. Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
That vehicle is one of ours. Cease fire. The info just came through. You heard the comms. There are no friendlies out there.
Taking fire from a friendly drone.
Caution. Pull up.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima.
The general
Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Missile.
Oh yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
My engine's been hit. Where did they come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for it.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Want us to wait and see if they're friendly?
We're under attack! Hurry up and do something!
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
take it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Caution. Caution.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. We're for peace talks. Watch out for the future revealed from the high heavens. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
I'm on my target's
Understood.
tail.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Osean forces.
Missile.
There are even rumors of lead units turning to them from our allies.
Missile.
With the main conflict concluded, regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation. The Erusian government has defined these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Osea, as rebels.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit.
Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like that.
There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Making IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley, put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not the drones that are faulty. It's this whole Charlie Foxtrot.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
It's Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
It's the Osean military.
Missile.
How's your last long caster? Shoot the breach and we're here to help.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. Nice. Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals.
Missile.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Take out any autonomous.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
You radicals were so busy developing UAVs that you forgot to develop real pilots. You are a disgrace.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa, whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Schrader 1 has killed a bandit.
Skull warning.
I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
9. Bandit destroyed. Well done. No good. Shit.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... the drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco. They're in my way.
Can't abort the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. So why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Enemy on your back. Strider 1, target eliminated.
Missile away. 5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. We don't have the drive they need.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Autonomous mode is fully functional. Incredible.
Missile.
4 bandits left.
Missile.
Not enough to be really functional.
Missile.
There has to be a time when it should not function.
Missile.
But when?
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1,
3 bandits to go.
They are
On my target's tail.
okay.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got. One bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB. Mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Osean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Osean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General Staff Office? No, we'd like you to send... I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up to...